mark out the end pieces for the angle to be cut. Let's find the middle by measuring out 2 3/4 of an inch from the edge of the 5 1/2 inch width. I'm going to mark this right on the very bottom edge, 2 3/4. Now we're going to mark the same thing out on the very top, 2 3/4. Take a square, line that up, draw a light pencil line all the way down. Now we have the center. So at the top, we need 3/8 of an inch on the left side and 3/8 of an inch on the right side to make a total of 3/4 of an inch at the very top. So let's mark out 3/8 of an inch. I start at the next nearest 1 inch. I go over 3/8 of an inch. And then I'm going to go backwards 3/8 of an inch. Now I have 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so now I'm going to go up off to each side. And I'm going to mark this at 3 7/8. Mark the same thing over on the other side, 3 7/8. Okay, so now that we're going to take a straight edge and go from our top mark to our side mark. You can take a straight edge, line that up with our 2 lines, or 2 marks here. Line this up again, edge to edge. Line that up just like that. And we're going to go and cut this section off and this section off. Now, we can also go mark out and drill our holes for our screws, as long as we're marking everything out, and where our handle is going to go. So, coming down from the top on our center mark, we're going to come down a 1/2 inch, and we're going to make a mark right here. That is where our handle is going to go. Now, we're going to go ahead and mark our other holes, and those we're going to measure up 2 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. So going up 2 3/4 of an inch, make a mark. Going up again on this side, 2 3/4 of an inch, make a mark. Now, we're going to go over 3/8 of an inch. Right there. Let's recheck it. 2 3/4. And I'm going to go over 3/8 of an inch again. Up 2 3/4. That's where we're going to drill. here and right here. And then we're going to put one down here, and we're just going to measure up 3/8 of an inch off our center mark. That would put us right here. And that's where we're going to drill. Now we can take our second piece, our second end piece, and mark all this out. Cut our angle cuts on the bandsaw, get them sanded up straight. If we need to, we can go to the disc sander, sand them straight. We'll drill the hole with a small drill bit, big enough for our screw to go into. We're going to chamfer it with a special chamfer bit so the screw head goes down even with the edge of our piece. And we'll do all this to our second piece as well. Take our bottom piece, now going along our 9 3/4 edge, length long edge, and I'll just recheck it here. This is our 5.5 inch width. So going along our 9 3/4 edge, we are going to measure out our halfway point on our hole, which would be at 4 7/8. So 4 7/8. I'm going to make a little mark down here. And I'll do the same thing up at the top. 4 7/8. And then once again, just like the side piece, we'll measure in 3/8 of an inch. Check it, crook it, a little T-mark. That's where we're going to drill